friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here or if you're coming from my friend Katie at Over The Moony's channel, hi, my name is Jessi, also known as Miss Cherry, and today we have another installment of my favorite series, Crafted. And I know it's some of your favorite series too. I know so many people look forward to this series. I look forward to this series. It's one of my most favorite things to create. And Katie, my friend over at Over The Moony, I'm gonna link her channel down below. She also is putting out a video today and she's amazing and super talented. She also loves all things Disney, Harry Potter, Funko. If you like my channel, you're definitely gonna like hers. So after this video, be sure to go and check her out. I'm gonna link her down below, but I'm also gonna link the entire Crafted playlist. So if you guys have missed any Crafteds over the last almost 2 years, we've almost been doing this collaboration for 2 years, which is, it's insane. So for those of you that don't know what Crafted is what is a craft like Disney DIY challenge that we created based off of the show Chopped. So in the show Chopped, they get a mystery box full of different ingredients and they have to make like a culinary masterpiece. So it was our idea to send craft supplies to the other person and assign them a scene, a song, a character based off of a film. And today's film is Tangled. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. I love the movie Tangled. I mean, who doesn't love the movie Tangled? But they are celebrating their 10-year anniversary late last year. So Tangled turned 10 late last year, which is crazy. I can't even believe that it's been that long, but I'm such a big fan, specifically of Pascal. You will have to let me know down below what your favorite part or character is from that movie. There are so many stunning things, like the lantern scene. Also, Maximus is one of the most epic horses in Disney history. Like, such a hilarious character. Flynn Rider Smoller. I mean, we could go on for hours about how much we love Tangled, but we're not gonna do that. So Katie sent me a big box o' crafts and I am going to read you the note inside. It says, "Hey Jessi, yay, crafted all year long." By the way, we planned in December, late December, our entire 2021. We will be bringing crafted to you guys every single month and I'm so pumped because I really do love putting these together. As for this crafted, I have chose the Snuggly Duckling scene for you. I hope you have fun with what you come up with. Love, Katie. Hey, okay. So Snuggly Duckling, the main thing I think about is Vladimir collects ceramic unicorns. Ding. That scene kills. I love that scene. So she sent me a sign, a wooden sign that is pretty decent size. She sent me paint pins, and then she also sent me 3 types of felt. So we will have to come up with something Snuggly Duckling themed for those 3 things. And then I chose a craft for myself based off of a character, and I have a theme. I'm wearing my Pascal outfit because I chose Pascal, who is hands down one of my most favorite Disney sidekicks of all time. So let's get crafted. The craft I'm working on now is Pascal. And so I thought it would be fun to try to create my very own Pascal plush. I think it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge because there's no pattern. So I went online and I found a couple of images of Pascal plushes that I liked. So here is one of the images. And this is a side view of that image, and this is from art site of like independent artists that make things. I can't remember what it's called. If I can find it again, I'll link it down below. But there is this plush as well. But what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to look for all of the seam lines. As you can see, like the seam line goes straight down Pascal's head. And then I'm going to try to create a pattern in this shape, and we're just gonna try to piece him together and see how it goes. I bought fabric from Joann's. For those of you wondering, I do have a helper. Telly is chasing everything on the craft table right now. She found a piece of leather. I don't even know where it came from that she's been chasing. No! Went to Joann's. They had a really good sale on fleece. And so I got, this is actually felt for his underbelly. And then this is really cool. It's like kind of a dynamic, almost like tie-dye print. And this is polar fleece. And it was on sale. I mean, it was one of those remnants that you get in like the clearance bin, and it was 50% off of that. So I think I got it for a total of like $5 or $6. And then I also got some felt for his eyes and some white fleece for the big part of his eyes. So I have made stuffed animal patterns before, but it's kind of a hit and miss, trial and error. So we're just gonna get started and do our best to try to make Pascal today and see what happens. But I'm gonna turn the camera and show you my process, and really it's just gonna be kind of sketching things out, and we're probably gonna waste some fabric in trying to create the right shape and size that we want. And we'll just see how it works. This might be terrible, it might be okay. Who knows? I feel pretty good about the patterns that I created. These are just quick and dirty, and we're just gonna start experimenting, because that's really the best thing that I feel that I could do right now, is to just trial and error, legit just see what works. We're just gonna throw everything out there and just see what's going to happen. I think that really he's gonna come alive in the details, so just getting the basis of his body done is gonna be like super important. So I'm gonna go ahead and get cutting and sewing. And like every crafted video, we always ask you guys, what is it that you would create from Rapunzel? Because we always want to know the crafts that you create. Also, if there's anything that you would do differently in the crafts that we do, I would love to know down below, just because I think it's really fun to see what your guys' take and ideas are off of all of these fun things that we get to create. As I'm tracing this, I'm realizing I'm like, this is a foot and a leg, okay? It's not... I was like tracing and I'm like,
I know it's a lot. Yeah.
This looks different than I had expected.
You feel like a bride yet?
We have our first issue, so I love how this turned out. I think this is great, but the tail is much too small. So I need to thicken the tail by probably, I would even say almost an inch, because his tail is such a big element of his body. But check this out. Isn't this like head size perfect for his body? So love the head. So we're gonna keep the head, but we need to do some body modification. And then I actually think his little feet are gonna be perfect. So far it's going pretty good. I gotta modify this pattern to make the tail significantly larger. I knew this was too small. I don't know why I continued with it, but it's okay, we'll fix it. So Katie chose the Snuggly Duckling for me for my scene to do for Rapunzel. And so she sent along this like wooden board and several pieces of felt. So my idea, I think she was trying to point me in the direction of making the Snuggly Duckling sign, which I think is gonna be so much fun to make. So I'm gonna stain the sign just like a regular stain that I have in my garage. And then the sign actually has like a cutout. I'll put like a picture of it so you can see it, but it has like a cutout like where the duck is. I don't have the capability to do like a cutout or anything like that, but I had an idea. Since she included this like light oatmeal felt, I thought it would be kind of fun to like paint the duck and the cattails like onto this circle that goes into the center. And then the cattails, I'll use the brown felt to make them kind of three-dimensional. But the whole thing is I want to be able to kind of paint and do some accents on top of the felt, because sometimes painted felt looks really cool. So I'm gonna try it out. I've never done it before. This could be the video of epic fails, but we will try our best. And then the snuggly duckling underneath, I'm gonna use those paint pins and try to paint like as nicely as I can. I don't have the best penmanship, so I'm trying to figure out like what I could possibly use. It's just gonna be an experiment, so we're gonna see what happens. But let's go ahead and get painting. I am gonna start cutting out my duckling and then also cutting out my cattails. And then I am going to start painting onto them the details of what is in the images. So the duck looks kind of wooden, so I'm trying to figure out like if we can possibly emulate that. And so I was gonna use these markers that Katie sent to kind of make like little wood grain marks on it to see if that works. We have a lot of felt, so it's okay if we mess up, but I thought we might as well experiment since we have these markers. So I'm gonna flip the camera around again and we're gonna start on all of these little elements.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive.
Guys, this looks horrible. Okay, I like the concept, so nailed it. I like the concept, but I don't like the blue. And also, it's just, I don't know how to describe it. There's elements of this that I like, but the details from the paint pen have kind of altered the felt a little bit. So I don't think the paint pens are gonna work on the felt. So it's actually made it, I don't know if you can see that, kind of ruffle up. And so it's like getting in the way. This is, we're throwing this away. Actually, I am going to trace it and then I'm going to throw it away because I do kind of need the shape because it is the perfect shape. So hey, at least we did something right. Oh God. Okay, round two.
It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing.
I have attached my little duckling and I love how it looks. Like, I think it turned out really nicely, but we do need to add this little snuggly duckling on the bottom. So I have this thing as like one of my most favorite craft supplies. It's the Easy Tracer Artograph, and it's a projector, and it's like the most basic projector that you can get. So basically you just put a piece of paper that has an image and then it projects it onto the wall. And so you can move it closer or further away. It's not really anything fancy at all, but it works so well. It's very inexpensive and it has come in handy so many times. Like, I cannot count the number of times that I've used this, which is really interesting because I don't do a ton of craft projects that you would think I would need a projector for, but man, have I used the crap out of this thing. So I'm excited to use it again. I'm gonna take this out into the living room because my craft room, guys, is so tiny. It's, I can like almost touch both sides of the room. So I definitely need a little bit more room to be able to project it. And I need a little bit more lighting too. because I'm gonna have to hold this on the wall and trace. I don't know how this is gonna work. This is gonna be interesting. But let's go ahead and get tracing, and then once we are traced, I'm gonna show you the finished product, and I'm so excited to see how this is gonna turn out. Oh my gosh, Katie killed it, because I totally think I'm gonna hang this in my craft room because I think it's gonna turn out good. I love when craft projects turn out good. What craft projects are you guys working on? I know someone messaged me the other day and said that they were creating their very first zipper pouch, which was really cool, that they were gonna put their masks in. So let me know down below what you guys are making.
Stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you the Snuggly Duckling sign that I created. So here we go. So here is the Snuggly Duckling sign. Now, I really like how this turned out, actually. I was actually very impressed because I was a little bit worried how this background was going to look, but I actually think it turned out pretty well. Let me do some close-ups so you guys can actually see what's going on here. So I did paint the cattails, I also painted the duck, and then I painted the Snuggly Duckling. And now I didn't get to use the paint pens that Katie sent because they didn't really go onto the felt very well. And I also had trouble writing with them on the wood because it like just absorbed into the wood. It was really odd. So I ended up just using some basic craft paint to go ahead and write on there the Snuggly Duckling. Don't mind the back, but I was thinking of putting like a little hanger and actually hanging this on my wall in my craft room. But you'll have to let me know down below what you think of the Snuggly Duckling sign, or if you would do something different with the Snuggly Duckling sign, or maybe that scene. But I'm actually very pleased with how this turned out. It made me really happy. Okay, guys. Okay, so this Pascal. So I'm gonna take into consideration, like, considering that I didn't spend a significant amount of time on it, and also that I didn't have a pattern, he turned out okay. He might be my first nailed it of crafted history, which, you know what? We were overdue. You guys, we were overdue. So here, I'm sorry, it's kind of bad. Here he is. He's fine. He just doesn't really look like Pascal, and I think I made a big mistake with making his little body so tiny, right? Okay, let me stand up to show you. So the width of his head is a little bit too skinny, and so because of that, it just alters how his face looks. So, you know, I mean, he's he's a little bit similar there. And then I also messed up a little bit because I forgot he had a third toe. So you know what? It's fine. We're fine. I do like his little curve in his tail. And really, for making my own pattern and for like getting this done in the craft room in a couple of hours, I mean, it's not terrible. You'll have to let me know down below what you think of this Pascal. I mean, I do like the coloring. There are things I like about this, but there are definitely things that could be improved upon for certain. But here he is. He is gonna go in my stuffed animal collection because I am not gonna throw him away. We are gonna have him proudly displayed in the YouTube space with all of his little Disney friends, but there he is. We're gonna continue to celebrate Tangled over the next month, so be on the lookout for some new videos. And there's a new video that's coming out tomorrow, actually, that's gonna be Tangled themed. Also, remember to go over and see my friend Katie at Over The Moony to see what Tangled crafts she created, as well as the Tangled craft that I assigned to her. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited we're doing this again for 2021. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, be sure to subscribe down below for lots of fun Disney content, including lots of Tangled content and a Walt Disney World trip coming up very soon. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. TTFN.